Hello, my name is Dr. Aporno. So today we will be discussing segments of our topic. So particularly, we will be discussing accounting for long-term contract and its other topic like group accounting acquisition basis. So let's move on to this topic, group accounting acquisition basis. Group accounting involves accounting the preparation of consolidated financial statement for a parent and its subsidiaries under IFRS. This is done using the acquisition methods, no? As outlined in IFRS 3, business combination. IFRS 10, consolidated financial statement. Goodwill definition. Goodwill is intangible assets that arise when a parent acquires a subsidiary for more than fair value of its identifiable net assets. Ang formula, markdown copyright goodwill is equals to purchase consideration plus fair value of non-controlling interest. So minus fair value of the net identifiable assets. So goodwill, no, sorry, this is a correction. Okay, this is not included. So application examples where a company acquires 100% of another for 10 million. The fair value of net assets is 8 million. Therefore, goodwill is 2 million. So 10 minus 8. Accounting treatment, goodwill is reported as an intangible assets in the consolidated statements financial position and is tested for important annually under IAS 36. Non-controlling interests, NCI, represents the equity in a subsidiary not not attributable to the parent. Measurement options, IFRS 3, fair value, full goodwill method, proportionate share of net assets, partial goodwill method. Application. Parent acquires 80% of the company. NCI is 20%. If the net assets are 5 million and fair value of NCI is 1.2 million, this is reported in equity. Okay. Company transaction. So between group entities, na sales, loans, dividends, that must be eliminated on consolidated to prevent double counting. Adjustments in sales and purchase, unrealized profits in inventory, intra-group dividends, okay, and then intercompany balances. So example, parent sells goods costing 5,000 to subsidiary for 7,000. 2,000 is unrealized profit is eliminated from inventory and profit before tax. Report. Consolidated statement of financial positions includes 100% of subsidiary assets and liabilities, regardless of ownership percentage. Goodwill recognized from acquisition. NCI shown in elimination of inter minus company balances. So application example, if the parent and subsidiary both report receivable and payable of 10,000 to each other, this is eliminated in consolidation. Consolidated statement of comprehensive income includes 100% of revenues and expenses of both parent and subsidiary. Eliminations of intergroup income and expenses, sales and personal. Attributions of net profit to equity holders of the parent and controlling assets. Application example, if subsidiary made 200,000 net profit and the parent owns 80%, then 160,000 goes to the parent, 40,000 to the NCI. That's not all to of course. So real world example, Unilever Group consolidated over 400 subsidiary worldwide. Its annual report reflects not just goodwill from brand acquisition, separate NCI disclosure, intercompany elimination, for example, intergroup sales, full group financial statement. Okay, let's move on to another topic, which is accounting long-term contract. So for this one, this contract typically spans more than one accounting period, such as in construction, engineering, software development. Proper accounting ensures revenue and costs are recognized in the periods in which they are earned in aligning with the accrual concept. So accrual means at the time it is uh, then the recording. Relevant accounting standard IFRS 15 revenue from contracts with customers. This revenue from long-term contracts is recognized based on satisfaction of performance obligations, which can be over time or at a period of time, at a point in time. No? Recognition over time criteria. Revenue is recognized over time. If uh, any of the following, so these are the conditions. Like customers simultaneously receive and consumes the benefits. Two, the entity performance creates or enhances an asset the customer's controls. Then three, the assets being created has no alternative use and the entity has enforceable right to payment. Another thing is methods of revenue recognition, percentage of completion method over time. Revenue and costs are recognized proportionately as the project progresses based on cost to cost method, milestone, physical values. So in any project, no? Application example, construction company signed 3-year contract to build bridge of 10 million. At the end of the year one, 30% of costs are incurred. Under rule, 30% of the revenue is recognizable in here. So that's a report. Another letter B, completed contract method, used when the performance obligations are met only at the end of the contract, usually where control is transferred at one point. So here also in the construction on the building of the software. Software firm delivers a full customized system after 12 months. Revenue is recognized only on delivery. Okay, we have contract assets and liabilities. That is contract assets, revenue recognized before billing, customer, and contract liability. Customer is billed advance, but revenue is not. Example, 2 million is billed out, only 1.5 million worth performance is completed. The company recognized contract liability of 0.1. Real life example, Balfour Beatty PLC, UK-based construction firm. So the rules now. Recognize revenue on major infrastructure projects using the percentage of completion method. Discloses contracts, assets, liabilities, and performance obligations in financial statements. So those are the uh, tricks now. We have over time at the point of time. Okay. So these are the examples. So we end this segment and we will continue on the next segment. Thank you for having with me. So bye for now.